Hello all, I wanted to get on here real fast and share an interesting dream I had last night. And I want to let you guys know that last night I spent a lot of time, very late into the night, just praying, asking God to just fill me up and just really just longing to see Him, to meet Him. So that's been my heart, is just I want Him, I want to see Jesus, I want to know Him, and I want Him to keep speaking to me. And I did pray that He would give me another dream, and I was actually meaning I wanted Him to reveal Himself to me in some way, but He chose to speak to me in a different way. So here's a dream I had this morning that I do think was a message for us. So I want to share it with you. It has to do with the mark of the beast. So in this dream, I was a middle school kid, and I was with my class, and we were going to this Discovery Museum type thing where it was this educational, fun, big thing that we were doing. And when we were there, to be able to get in, they wanted us to take this mark. And so they were, doing this for all the kids. The kids that said, no, I'm not going to do that, they gave us a temporary stamp that would just wash off. And so I took the temporary stamp because I wasn't going to get the mark. So we had fun, we did that, and then after that, me and my friends went to, again, in this dream, I wasn't myself, I was somebody else, I was a middle school kid. Me and my friends went to the movies after that, and we sat down, we're getting ready to watch the movie, and a lady came through with this smartphone scanner, and she was scanning all the kids' hands so that they could pay for their movie. And she saw mine, that it was the temporary one, and she asked, you haven't gotten that yet? And she was like, she had an attitude for sure. She was really looking down on me like, you haven't gotten that yet by now? And she was like, you need to do that. And I said, yeah, I know, I will. I haven't gotten to it yet. And in my head, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm getting it, but I'm going to go along with this so I don't get harassed. And my friends that were with me, they looked at me, they thought I'd gotten it, and they looked at me and they were like disgusted. And they all moved away and sat on the other side of the theater. They didn't want to sit by me because I hadn't taken the mark yet. And so this lady, she was still able to scan my hand because it was a temporary stamp, but she said, you need to get that done as soon as possible. She said, there's a place right on Main Street, you can go there, you can get it done for free, it's no big deal, you need to do that. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that soon. But I was thinking, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But it was really hard because as a kid, or even as an adult it would be hard, but as a kid, you want to fit in, you want to have friends, and in that dream my friends didn't want anything to do with me if I wasn't going to take this, and it was really tough, and I felt very alone. And this lady at the theater was really looking down on me and really pressuring me to do it. And so it just gave me a picture of what it might be like when the mark of the beast is here, which I think it's probably pretty soon, that we need to be strong and know the Bible and be ready to suffer persecution, be harassed, even if it's not mandatory yet for a little bit. We will be harassed for it, and people will be look down on us, be angry that we're not doing it. And so I don't know how long the church will be here for all that, whether we will be raptured, will we be still here. I don't know, but I know that if we are here, that God will give us the strength and endurance to go through it and to stay strong and to not give in. So I want to share a couple encouraging verses with you that, we may have to suffer. And if we do, that God will be with us. There's so many verses, Bible verses about suffering. And so I want to read just a couple of those. This is Romans 8:16 through 18. The Spirit Himself testifies with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, heirs also, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ. If indeed we suffer with Him, so that we may be glorified with Him. For I consider that the present sufferings are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us. So we have to keep that perspective that no matter what we face, there's no comparison at all to the eternal glory and reward of heaven and being with Him. And the Bible tells us that there are eternal rewards for if we suffer with Him. And so if we are counted worthy enough to suffer with Him, it will be more than worth it. And so just stay encouraged no matter what we have to go through. That is so temporary. And all the apostles had, except John, all of them had to go through horrific things, but that was so temporary, and the glory that they have eternally with him and the rewards they have eternally are so much more than worth it. So and I want to share this other one. The things which no eye has seen, nor ear has heard, nor have entered into the hearts of man, all that God has prepared for those who love him. So the people that love him, that are his, we have so many wonderful rewards waiting for us. So it is worth whatever we have to go through in the short term to be with him forever. And so, we may have to say no to this mark, this whatever it's going to be. In my dream, it was either a chip or some kind of quantum tattoo thing. It was some kind of thing where they could scan with their smartphones and pay for things. We may be very much harassed and have to go through some serious persecution for it. And in this dream, it was not mandatory yet, but there was a lot of pressure, and it will become mandatory. And so if we have to go through that, we need to be strong and hold to our beliefs, hold to what the Bible says, and not give in, not cave in, and know that any short-term thing is more than worth it. So just wanted to encourage you guys with that. Anybody watching this, if that has already happened, just don't do it. It's not worth it. Even if it makes no sense, some of God's things that he wants us to do, and they don't always make sense in the moment. Like, why not have sex before marriage or things like that. Sometimes those don't make sense to us, but God has a good reason for the things that he tells us not to do. And it's to protect us. It's for our own good. And so we have to believe that even if we don't see the reason. We have to trust that he is all-powerful, all-knowing, and he has so much more wisdom than we can fathom. And we just have to trust him and follow what he says, because he knows what's best for us. And so even if you're like, what's the harm in getting, this thing on my hand that's going to help me pay for stuff? That sounds so convenient. And it really does. It sounds great. It sounds like it would make life so easy. But he warned us about it already. And so we need to know ahead of time that we were warned and to not do it. So care about all you guys and everybody watching this, and just stay encouraged, stay reading his word every day, stay close to him, stay keeping that hope in your heart, keeping that hope alive of his coming, and being with him one day, whether we die first to get there or whether he takes us up in the clouds to meet him. Either way, we get to be with him forever. So that's good news. Love you guys.